Hi friends, it's Jessie here. Welcome back to my channel, or if you're new here, welcome. It is my very first budget of 2025 and I am so excited to be here with you today filling in my January budget worksheets. If this is your first time catching one of my videos, hi, hello, and welcome. My name is Jessie. My husband and I and our 2 children live in Southeast Michigan. We are on a journey this year to save money. Last year in 2024, my goal was to pay off all of my credit cards. I am so excited to say that I was able to do that. We no longer have credit card debt, which feels amazing. And this year, it is all about savings. Towards the end of last year, I was working on my savings. This year, we're going to continue with that. I do still have some debt. I've got a couple of car payments. I have a camper that I am working on paying off, and I have a golf cart that I am working on paying off. But right now, we are just making minimum payments on those debts, and all of our extra money is being focused on savings, both long-term savings and short-term savings. I'm going to be adding money to both of those today, hopefully. So let me sit down and start working on the first paycheck budget of January. The worksheets I have here are of my own creation. You can get them by joining my channel membership. I have a link down below that says click to join or something like that. If you click that link, all of the information will pop up for all of the different tiers of my channel membership. The ones that give you access to budget worksheets are my Budget Buddy tier, which is a little bit more affordable. You get access to just a couple of worksheets, a paycheck budget worksheet, as well as a 2-page hybrid budget worksheet bundle. So if you just need a couple of worksheets, that's the tier to join. But if you want all of the worksheets, you really want to get into the nitty-gritty of your budget, join at the Budget Bestie tier. Once you have joined, you can find in the community tab of my membership links to the worksheets that you can go download them and print them out as many times as you would like. They are formatted in PDF form, 8.5 by 11. I like to print mine double-sided so that I can punch them, put them into this Happy Planner binding system, and use it just like a regular planner. I did a whole video where I set up this budget planner recently, so I will link that in a card above for you to check out if you missed it. But right now, we are going to flip right to the first paycheck budget. There's lots of other worksheets in here that I need to sit down and work in at some point, but for today, we are just focused on paycheck number 1 of January, which actually, I received the paycheck on the last day of December. So the paycheck date is 12/31. And my paycheck budgets start on Tuesday and they end on Monday because my husband and I are both paid on Tuesday. It just works out that way. So the paycheck date is 12/31 and we need to use this money to make this pay period happen, and it goes all the way to January 6th. Okay? So here on my channel, I don't talk about income. This income that I am working with comes from a couple of different sources. I pull money from my husband's paycheck. I pull money from my paycheck. Also, I have some side hustle income sometimes with my YouTube channel here. So, comes from various places. Sometimes I pull from savings. What you need to know is the amount of money I am using to make this paycheck budget happen, and that amount is $1,600. So this isn't all of our income, this is just the portion that I pulled in to make this budget a reality. And for this section here under fixed expenses, the only thing that I have is next month's bills. We got ourselves a month ahead in 2024 and it's been phenomenal. So throughout the month of January, I'm going to be setting money aside every week for February's bills. January bills are already covered. I set that money aside in December. I didn't film a lot of budget videos in December because I had a lot of other things going on here on my channel with Vlogmas, but rest assured I was budgeting in December and I did set aside money so that January's bills were covered. So now we're focusing on February's bills, and the amount that I'm going to set aside is $700. In 2024, towards the end of the year, I was doing $750. I went in recently and canceled some subscriptions and some other things, finagled some things around, and the amount that I'm going to be putting away moving forward for the foreseeable future is $700. So each week, $700 gets set aside, and that way when February rolls around, the bills are covered. And that's it for my fixed expenses. That covers all of my bills, all of the things that I know are coming, you know, like my lot rent, my electric bill, that sort of thing. That is all covered here. Down here for variable expenses, we're going to talk about the day-to-day living expenses, right? So we're doing groceries, we're doing eating out, and we're doing spending. So for groceries, I'm jumping the gun a little bit, and this is sort of a spoiler alert for my goals for January. I don't think that video is going to be out yet before you see this one, but one of my goals is to do a low spend month for groceries and really use up the things that we have in the fridge and the freezer and the pantry. We have a ton of food right now, and I just want to get some of it eaten up. I don't want that food to go to waste. And so throughout the month of January, my goal is to spend $150 or less a week on groceries. I originally was going to do $100, but I know there are some things that we need, and I want to have money on hand each week for like fresh produce and milk and that sort of thing. But primarily, like all of the meat that we eat in January is hopefully going to come from the freezer. I do want to get a couple of like convenience things just to have on hand for busy nights so that we eat out less, because I also want to eat out less in January and throughout 2025 as a whole. So for eating out, I'm going to set myself a budget of $75. That's less than what I was doing throughout the end of 2024, but I think by budgeting less, I'm less likely to spend more than that, right? So I'm gonna try, we'll see how it goes. If this first week it's a total failure and I blow this budget entirely, I can always shift things and change things up for next week. That's one of the things that I really love about the Paycheck budget system versus the monthly system. For a long time, I was using my hybrid budget worksheets, which I absolutely love, and they are a part of my worksheets. All right, you guys, sorry about that. I got interrupted. Austin, my 16-year-old son, just got home from a doctor's appointment. It was a post-op follow-up for those of you that have been following along. He's doing really well post-op, healing up nicely, so that's good news. So I just paused this to kind of hear from him, get a little update, and now I'm back, but I can't remember what I was saying, so I apologize for that. I think I was talking about my hybrid budget and how, while I love that system, worked really well for me, the Paycheck budget system is working better because I only have to look at 7 days at a time. It's a lot easier for me to know what the next 7 days are going to look like versus the next month. So yeah, the Paycheck budget really has been working great for me. Okay, for spending, I'm going to budget $100. Oh yeah, I was saying, you know, if this doesn't work out, I can always change things up for next week. So hopefully it will work. It'll be great. And if not, we'll switch it up. So let's figure it out. For groceries, I budgeted $150. For eating out, $75. For spending, $100. So that's $325. Now let's go up here to this sinking funds category and talk about my savings. So every single week, I want to be focused on saving money. That's my big goal for 2025. And I'm going to do it a couple of ways. I am going to put $200 directly into my high priority sinking funds. These are all of the things that are short-term savings for things I know are coming up that are a high priority. So $200 for that. And then I have some lower priority funds, and everything under the sinking fund section is short-term savings. So within a calendar year, give or take. For my low priority funds, I like to play games with this money. So $100 I'm gonna pull from the bank and I'm gonna stuff it into my fun savings challenge games. These things are both gonna happen in this video. So once I finish filling out my little spreadsheet here, I'm gonna stuff that cash. The other thing I'm gonna list here is extra. So I budgeted a pretty low amount for this variable expense category here. If I somehow manage to spend less than what I budgeted, I like to take that extra money and put it into savings, since saving is my goal. So I'm not gonna budget anything extra because I don't anticipate having anything extra. But if somehow I do, I'll have this line item here. I can put the extra money in this actual line here, and that money will get stuffed into my mini savings challenges, which you will see at the end of the week. So for my savings goals, I'm gonna be saving $300 total. If it ends up being more than that because I have extra money, the actual column will reflect that. We are still credit card debt free, so nothing going to extra debt. And so now all that's left is the totals. So we started with $1,600 for fixed expenses. We budgeted $700. For variable expenses, we budgeted $325. For sinking funds, we budgeted $300. And nothing for extra debt. So now all we have to do is do the math. So $1,600 minus $700 minus $325 minus $300 is $275. Now I always do a zero-based budget. So this remaining $275, it's gonna go into long-term savings. Actually, what it's gonna do is sit in my account to act as a buffer in case I go over in one of these categories. But at the end of the month, if I haven't used the money to help make the ends meet, it'll go into long-term savings. Because I plan to spend less on groceries and eating out throughout the month of January, that should mean we have quite a bit going into long-term savings. So hopefully I can make that happen. All right, so that is a look at the paycheck budget. I gave all of my money a job to do, feeling really good about that. So now let's get into this cash. We're gonna stuff my high priority funds, we're gonna stuff my low priority funds. Give me a second to reset my setup here, and I'll be right back with the cash stuffing. All right, my friends, let's get started with stuffing my high priority binder. I have $200 here, all in 20s. Let me count it up here and push my cash tray off to the side. So 20, 40, 60, 80, 100, 20, 40, 60, 80, 200. Try to keep this as simple as possible. I have my high priority binder here. These are all of my high priority sinking funds. I tried to sit down and clean off my trackers and start fresh with the new year, but I did not have rubbing alcohol strong enough to take this off. So it's a bit messy and chaotic. Hopefully by the next time I sit down to stuff my cash envelopes, this will look a lot neater and tidier. But for now, we're just gonna go with it. So starting out with Austin's fund, it is the last day of the year here, so we are gonna add $20 to Austin's fund, which should bring this up to $320. So we'll add a 20. Most of my funds today are getting $20, by the way, so this should go pretty quick. So we have 100, 50, 200, 20, 40, 60, 80, $320. Okay. Next up is my camping fund, which is also gonna get $20. Bring that up to $370. So all of my high priority funds, I want to be touching and adding money to these every single week. So we have 100, 200, 300, 50, 70. I did try to go in and condense these a little bit. I did a cash condensing at the end of the year, which I can link in a card above for you guys. Car is currently empty. I took the money out of here to pay for the registration for all of our cars. The amount came to just over $600. I had $600 in here, so we wiped this out. We are starting fresh today, and we're gonna add $20. So it's gonna start out with 20. Doesn't seem like a lot, but these add up really quick when you're adding money to them every single week. Emergency has 450, and we are going to add 20 here as well. And bring that up to 470. $100, $200, $300, $400, $50, $70. Okay, for home, it's sitting at $200. You guessed it, we're adding $20 here as well to bring it up to $220. All right, so we have 50, 100, 50, 200, and 20 in home now. It's for anything we need in terms of home repairs, or if we need something for the house, air filters, whatever can come out of there. For insurance, this is my homeowner's insurance. We're adding $20 here to bring this one up to $370. $100, $200, $50, $300, $50, $70. Cannot wait to get all of these trackers cleaned off and started fresh. The trackers, by the way, are from Savannah over at Sav Saves. Love her channel, love her Etsy shop. For medical, we're gonna add $40. That'll bring this up to $580. That's super sloppy. So we're gonna add 20, 40 here. And now we have 100, 200, 300, 50, 400, 20, 40, 60, 80, 500, 20, 40, 60, 80. I need to get some placeholders and get some of this money into the bank. That might be a goal of mine for this month. For pet expenses, we're gonna add, what is that, 13? The 13th month, really, Jessie? We're gonna add 20, bringing it up to 320. So we have 100, 200, 20, 40, 60, 80, 320. Okay, for subscriptions, we're gonna add 20 here as well to bring that up to 320. And that's my last 20, and that's my last high priority fund. So no mistakes, that's what we like. 100, 200, 20, 40, 60, 80, 320. You can see this is where I tried to clean this off. Didn't really work, so I need to get some higher strength alcohol for that. I tried using wet erase markers on these. They smudged. Dry erase markers smudge. The Sharpie doesn't smudge, but then it's hard to get off. I'll figure it out one of these days. All right, so that's my high priority funds. That's money I don't like to play with. I just want to get it in there, save it up. But I do like to play savings challenge games, and that is what we are going to do next. I have $100, and I've got a new method for my savings challenge games. So first and foremost, let's count out the cash. I was working with the denominations I had on hand, so hopefully these denominations will work out. We have 20, 40, 60, 70, 80, 90. Really wanted some fives, but I did not have any fives on hand. 91, 92, 93, 94, 95, 96, 97, 98, 99, 100. So we're playing with $100 today. I selected 6 savings challenges that I wanted to use to help me fund my mini savings challenges, okay? So I have them here. let me go over what they are really quickly, and then I'm going to talk to you about how I'm going to select which game we're going to play today, or which games. So starting with Chip Away. This is from Mystic Budgets. I recently discovered her channel. I love her channel, and I had to get this Chip Away challenge. It seems like it's going to be so much fun. I hope I get a chance to play this today. So Chip Away is going to fund my Celebrations sinking fund. I've got the Countdown to Christmas from Liz and Les. This is rolled over from last year. This is going to fund my Christmas sinking fund. This is the only one of these challenges that has money in it currently. Everything else we emptied out and started fresh, but this challenge I rolled over to fund Christmas 2025. So that's going to be that. I've got a couple of savings challenges in Marlene's Savings Challenge book. This is The Life of a Pig Who Wants to Save But Loves to Spend. I've had this book for a long time. I really want to be actively using it. So for my clothing sinking fund, I'm going to be doing this challenge here. It's Love Thyself. It's a $75 savings challenge. It's just a scratch off. And we'll scratch off 1 or 2 of these every time we get around to it. For hobbies, I'm going to do my Lynx Rupee Savings Challenge, and this is just a pull and save that I created for myself. Each of the little rupees inside of here represent a certain amount that I'm going to save, and that's going to fund my hobbies. For shopping, I have this Roll the Dice Savings Challenge. I'm going to roll 5 dice at a time, and whatever I roll, that's what I'm going to save. That's to fund shopping. That one's going to save a total of $222, and it's from One Frugal Introvert. And then for vacations, I'm going to do another challenge in this Life of a Pig Who Wants to Save But Loves to Spend. We're going to do this taco one. Money doesn't buy happiness, but it buys tacos. It's a $25 savings challenge. Should be relatively quick to get through. And then once I finish it, I'll add the money to my vacation sinking fund and we'll pick a new challenge. Okay, so those are all the challenges we might be playing today. And I say might because I'm going to use a system that I stole from Mystic Budgets. I told you guys that I recently discovered her channel. I'm absolutely loving it. And the way that she does her savings challenges, I wonder if I can zoom that out so you guys can see a little bit more. Yes, she rolls a 6-sided die, and whatever number it lands on, that's the number of the challenge that she does. So that is what I'm going to do. And she also, if she rolls the same number twice, she adds money to a different challenge, and that is what I'm going to do as well. So this is Strive to Thrive in 2025. I created this as part of a set of 3 mini savings challenges for the new year. I have those listed in my freebies below if you guys want to download them and print them and use them for yourself. This is sort of my little mantra for 2025, Strive to Thrive. We have a little group of us in Instagram that are all keeping each other accountable. It's the same group of ladies plus a couple extras from my Health and More in 2024 collab. So I will link all those channels down below, but we are all striving to thrive in 2025. And one of the ways that I want to thrive is with my budget. So that's what I'm going to do. Every time that I roll the same number twice, so let's say I roll 1, I play Chip Away, and then I roll again and I get 1 again, I'm not going to play Chip Away again. Instead, I'm going to add $5 to this Strive to Thrive challenge, and each one of these letters and each one of these stars is going to be $5. So this has an opportunity to save a lot of money. So that's what I'm going to do, and let's just do it, shall we? Let me grab a 6-sided dice. And let's roll. All right, challenge 4. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4 hobbies. So we've got Lynx Rupee Savings Challenge. All right, let me get this put off to the side. This is it here, and we're gonna pull 2 rupees. So I have this little bag full of these little mini rupees, as you can see here, and I'm just gonna pull out 2, and whatever that correlates with, that's how much I will save. So we're gonna do a yellow or a gold rupee for $15. This money will probably go pretty quick. and then a green rupee for 1. So we've got $16. So we've got 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, $16. And I'm just going to indicate that on the back here. Once I've completed all of the rupees on the back, this challenge will be complete. So I need a green Sharpie. And you guys, I did this last time. I don't really have a gold Sharpie. I do somewhere, but I don't know where. So I'm going to use this to indicate gold. So green is 1. So I'm just going to color their little rupee in. And I'm also just going to write that it was $1 here at the bottom. And then gold is worth 15. So I will do that here. Yeah, you can't really see it, but that's okay. It'll work. And I'm just going to write 15 here. So a total of $16 going into my rupee savings challenge. And I'm going to get that put in my envelope, and then we're going to roll to see where we're going next. All right, challenge 3. So fourth challenge 3, we have Love Thyself from Snow Gardener. So that is my Life of a Pig Who Wants to Save But Loves to Spend book. And I'm just going to scratch off, let's do 2 little scratch offs. I have my scratch off tool here, and we're just gonna scratch. Okay, we're starting strong with $9. I already feel like I'm not gonna have the proper denominations for this. And then we have $5. So $14 going in here. 10, 11, 12, 13, $14. So I am already out of ones. So we'll see how this goes. But that is that. So now we're gonna roll again. Challenge 1 is Chip Away, which I am so excited to play. So if you've never seen Chip Away before, it was created by Mystic Budgets. I'm going to link her channel down below. You guys have to go check her out. Her channel is so good. I've really been enjoying it. So we've got 4 dice here. We're going to roll these 4 dice. And I have my chips, which I'm sure I'm going to lose at some point, but hopefully not today. So we're going to roll the 4 dice, and whatever the dice land on, we're going to cover that number with the chip. If I don't have a number here, then I get a chance to roll that dice one more time. And if I still don't have the number the second time, then I lose the chip. At the end, when all of my chips are either used or lost, I save the numbers that are not covered. Okay, so we're gonna roll these dice. Hopefully you guys can see them. So we got 6, 4, 2, and 2. So 6, 4, 2, and 2. Oops. All right, so let's roll again. We got 2, 5, 6, and 4. So 2, 5, 6, and 4. All right, I don't know if you guys can see that. We got 2, 5, 4, and 2. So 2, 5, 4, and look, we are out of 2s. So I'm gonna roll this 2 again and try to get something that we have on the board. And I got a 4, so we do have the 4. So that chip is still in rotation. You get 1 chance to save your chip, essentially. Okay, next round. We have 3, 3, 5, and 3. 3, 3, 5, and 3. All right, you guys, and we have 4 chips left. So 6, 4, 5, 4. So we have a 6, we have a 5, but we don't have any 4s. So I'm gonna re-roll these 2 4s one time and hope I get something here on the board. Got a 5 and a 4. Neither of which we have. So I lose these 2 chips, and that leaves us with 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, $13 that we're gonna save for Chip Away. And of course, I need to get some change because I don't have any 1s left. So give me just a second. All right, I stole 21s from my little envelope that's going to the bank. So I'm gonna just exchange one of these 20s All right, and what did I say it was? 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. So we're gonna do 10, 11, 12, 13. And that is chip away. How fun. So let me go ahead and grab my Sharpie here. And this is how many rounds that I'm gonna play before I consider this game complete. So it's quite a lot, but this game is so much fun. I do not have a problem playing it over and over again. All right, let's see where we're going next. Challenge number 2. So that is Liz and Les. We're gonna do her Christmas book here. And I've also been rolling a dice to see which page we're gonna do of this. So I'll just roll the same dice again. We're gonna do page number 3. So we have 1, 2, 3 Baking Spirits Bright. Let's see, we have this one here that's worth $20. So I'm gonna use that one because I wanna use up one of these 20s. And we are going to add that to challenge number 3 for Christmas. So that is that. Next, we're gonna go to challenge number 5, which is my dice challenge. So this is gonna be for shopping, roll the dice. This may well get spicy. So I need to roll 5 dice. Is that what I decided I wanna do? I feel like that's gonna be way too much. Let's just roll 2 dice, and whatever those 2 dice land on, that is what I will save. So I have 2 dice here, 3 and 1. So we're gonna save $4, which seems low, but maybe I should have rolled 5 dice. No, because if I roll 5 6s, that's gonna be way too much. So we're just gonna save 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. We may end up coming back around to this game. So $4 going into shopping. I'm gonna put the money in front here, just in case that's not quite dry. I don't want it to smear up my envelope. All right, where are we going next, friends? Let's see. Challenge 6, and that is vacation. So I think, if I'm not mistaken, we've hit all of the different challenges now. That's awesome. So money doesn't buy happiness, but it buys tacos. Let's go. I'm gonna scratch 2. So we have $2, and let's scratch this one. And $1, so that's only 3. Let's do 1 more. 5. So we have $8. Do I have 8 singles? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I do. Okay. So $8 going into vacations. It doesn't sound like much, you guys, but it adds up quick. Let me do this. All right. Challenge 4. So we are going back to my pull and save. Yep, we're gonna go back to my pull and save challenge. I'm gonna pull 2 more rupees. So we've got a red one. Oh, and a red one, and the red is worth 5, so $10. I've got some mad coloring skills happening here. I need to make more change, so 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. So we will add $10 here to the rupee challenge. All right, let's roll again. Challenge 5. So we are going back to this roll the dice savings challenge, and we're gonna roll 2 dice, $2. So 1, 2, Let's roll once more. Four more. One, two, three, four. Perfect. All right, we have just a handful of dollars left. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, $9 left. So let's see where they're gonna go. Challenge 1, so we're gonna do chip away again. Hopefully I don't end up with an IOU, but if I do, I do. I didn't get any doubles this time. All right. So we have 6, 5, 4, 4. 5, 4, 2, 1. 5, 6, 6, 2. So 6, 6, 5, 2. Whoops. We have 2, 6, 6, 1. So we have 2, 6, and 1, but we don't have another 6. So let's re-roll that. And that landed on 2. I don't know if you guys can see that, but we do have a 2, so I saved that chip. And we have 4 chips left. So here we go. 1, 2, 6, and 5. So we have a 1. We have a 5, but we don't have a 2 or a 6. So I'm going to re-roll these 2. See if we can save these last 2 chips. Whoops. All right, 3 and 2. So we do have a 3, but we do not have a 2, so we lost that. And look, you guys, we have way more than $9. So we are going to have an IOU. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, $14. So we're going to do our $9 here, and we're going to do an IOU for $5. And I have a little sticky note here. And we're going to do a $5 IOU for chip away for next time. So we will pay that first and foremost next time. Left myself a little note. Let me get this cleaned up and then I will come back and say goodbye. All right, my friends, so that is all I have for you today. Actually, that's not true. I was also going to do a mini challenge stuffing. I have $26 left over from my Christmas budget that I was going to stuff into my mini challenges, but this video has gotten so long. Let me know what you guys think. Do you like the longer videos, or would you prefer me to break it out and do a cash stuffing in one video and a savings challenge games in another video? I'd be happy to do whatever you guys want, but if you are down for long videos, I can keep it all together. Leave me some feedback in the comment section down below. If you made it all the way to the end of this video, leave a dice emoji in the comment section. That just lets me know you made it all the way to the end. Also, on your way out, if you would click the thumbs up button, I would really appreciate it. If you got all the way to the end of this video and you have not gotten enough, I'm going to pop a couple of videos up on the screen for you to check out if you're interested. There's a video here that YouTube thinks that you will really like, and a video that I recommend, so, you know, feel free to stick around, check them out. I will see you guys next time. Bye, friends!